We get to bust out the brooms after yesterday's sweep, and then we'll roll out some bets today, which include our weekend slate of action. We've got baseball, we've got NASCAR, and we've got soccer bets. Oh, and we got a free giveaway to do. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode, the Friday edition here of Winning Bets, as we give out free sports picks every single day. Hope you guys have had a fantastic week so far. Congratulations, you've made it to the weekend. We can all settle back now and enjoy our weekend and have us a good old time. Let's go ahead. We got a lot going on in this show. Like I said, we got the normal weekend slate of bets going on. I'm going to do a little pissy little rant here for a little second there. Then also we got a free giveaway on this show. But first, let's go ahead. Let's start it off with that recap. Let's go ahead and recap yesterday. Nice 2-0 sweep right there for you, baby. 2-0. Putting plus 1.50 units in your pocket. How about that there for you? Go ahead and hit that like button. Like this video if you were part of that 2-0 sweep. If you were cashed on either the Reds team total or if you cashed on the Red Sox team total, the Red Sox team total or the Astros money line. If you were on either one of those bets or both of them, mash that like button and let me know. Both of those bets were relatively sweat-free. The Red Sox ended up getting 7 runs and the Astros handled business going ahead and winning that game 6-2 last night against the Athletics. So yeah, 2-0 and plus 1.5 units. That now puts us on the week down 3.11 units, so we're clawing back. We're making headway just at the right time as we enter the weekend. Well, next thing of business here is, I want to just rant here for a little bit, about 30 seconds. You guys remember, upload that video on the Fox Bet Super 6 app for the Masters, and one of the questions was Bryson to hit the opening fairway. And I even said it in the video, like, this is not a gimme. Like, this is a guy that he's consistently inconsistent with his driver. That is by far the worst club in his bag. He always seems like he needs to put, all 800 pounds of his muscle into every tee shot rather than just going for accuracy. He just goes for driving the shit out of the ball and getting, 400 or 500 yards on every drive. And of course, he missed the opening fairway yesterday. I knew it. I knew it when I could feel it. I knew it when I did that video that it was going to be a no. When I was doing the editing, it felt like a no. And yet, for some dumb reason, I picked yes on that. So hopefully you guys were smarter than me. You avoided that trap and you did take no on that. But yeah, I'm not going to let that happen again. You guys remember he burned us on real money not too many weeks ago when there were 3 golfers that hit the opening fairway, and he was the one guy that missed the opening fairway. Bryson, I'm not letting you get me next time. I'm not going to do it. Whatever they ask, you're not hitting in the opening fairway. Not going to fall for that trap. All right, let's go ahead now and get to the free giveaway here before we roll out the weekend slate of bets. We got a little milestone here to celebrate here on Winning Bets. I've got my first paycheck from YouTube. How about that? $161 is what I got profit generated off the YouTube ads. I'm excited for that. I'm happy for that. It makes me, just kind of happy and proud that, I've reached that milestone and we've done that. But I think you guys should be happy. Because I don't do this without you guys, right? I'm not going to sit here and talk to myself every single day. I know you guys are on the other side enjoying the content, enjoying the videos, and liking the picks as well. And as much as I'm happy, to get this paycheck, so to speak, of $161, you guys should be equal as happy. And I want you guys to share in on that with me. So we're just going to split it 50-50. I'll take $81. You guys take $80. And that's how we'll do it. And the best way I know to give it out is to do the giveaway that we've done several times, where I make a bet, and when the bet hits, I go ahead and give out the earnings to, the name that we draw out of the hat. That gives the greater opportunity for a lot of, you great listeners and supporters out there of Winning Bets to win money. So that's what we'll do here. We'll do 4 $20 bets. So we'll at least do this giveaway 4 times. And see, you guys have been around here. We'll just see how long it goes. If you're new to the show, or if you're relatively new to the show here, the way we do it is, the way you submit your entry is you got to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop any comment on this video. Any comment on this video will get your name in the hat. If you want to say, yo, put my name in the hat, that comment counts. If you want to say your picks suck, that counts. You want to say your picks are cool, that sucks. You want to say you like the content, like the channel, whatever you want to say, it's open. Just go ahead and drop any comment on this video. We'll let you do it through the weekend, and come Monday, the contest will end in terms of entry period. I'll put all the names in the hat, and then Monday we'll reveal the first $20 bet. We'll all know what we're rooting for on Monday, so that means hopefully on Tuesday's show we're going to start giving out money. And like I said, we'll just let it go as long as it goes. So again, guys, I'm happy. I'm proud that finally could tell the wife I'm generating a little bit of revenue and made some money here. But as happy as I am, I also want you guys to be happy because you're a big part of this as well. And you guys deserve to share in some of the happiness as well. So congratulations to everybody out there. We did it. We did it. Pulled in a paycheck. All right, let's go ahead now, roll out the weekend slate of bets. Again, coming off a nice 2-0 day yesterday. Let's look to carry that steam on into today and then on into the weekend. I've got the normal weekend slate of bets, which include NASCAR bets, we've got soccer bets, and we've got baseball bets here for this evening. The reason I've got soccer bets on today's show is I've got a pretty packed schedule today, and I just don't have time to jump on YouTube Live and kind of break down every single Premier League game and get in bets over on YouTube Live with you guys. So just going to ahead and roll out a couple now, and then probably get in more Premier League bets as the weekend unfolds. But for now, I've got 2 soccer bets that I absolutely loved. I want to get them guys in front of you. The first one is today's game. It's Fulham versus Wolves. I'm taking Wolves over 10.5 shots at even money over at DraftKings. Look, this bet has cashed the last 5 head-to-heads. Wolves have gotten over 10.5 shots in all 5 head-to-heads. Wolves cashed this bet against West Ham. Wolves have cashed this in their previous 2. They cashed against West Ham. They missed their previous 2, but in both of those misses, they were at 10. So they were right there on the number. Fulham's opponents have cashed in 3 of their last 4 games, with the 1 miss being Manchester City. And I can understand why Manchester City wouldn't get 11 shots. If you know Manchester City, they are not wasteful with possession. They're low on shots, and they're low on shots on target, but they're obviously extremely clinical when they do try and pull that trigger, and they do get off a shot. So, yeah, not surprising that City is going to be the team of Fulham, going 3 or 4 cashes with the 1 miss going to City. That's completely understandable there. Wolves on the season have taken 360 shots. That's an average of 12 per game, so that would have obviously cashed here. And I think this game will be open. I really don't think it matters how this game's being played. With 7 games to go, Fulham needs points. If Fulham wants to, sit back and absorb pressure and just kind of claw out a result and get a point, well, that means that Wolves is going to be getting shot in that scenario. I think the more likely scenario is that this game is going to be open because there's only 7 games remaining. Fulham needs points. So I think a Fulham an open game also leads to, both teams getting possessions, both teams going back and forth, and that'll lend to Wolves getting shot. So everything screams here when you look up stats, whether it's head-to-head, what Wolves have done, Fulham's conceded, everything just says that Wolves is going to get 11-plus shots. So that's what I'm rolling with, that plus money. Wolves over 10.5 shots at even money over at DraftKings. The next bet I've got for you here is I already tweeted this one out. It's Manchester City's playing Leeds. Chelsea's playing Crystal Palace. I didn't want to overthink it. Don't try and get cute. Just parlay both of these clubs to win because the value's at minus 104 over a points bet. At minus 104, absolutely love that value right there. Nobody's picking against Manchester City right now, and you sure as hell better not. They're going up against Leeds. Sure, Leeds is pesky, and they're bright in their football, but this is Manchester City. Don't kid yourself. And then Chelsea's going up against Crystal Palace. I mean, you really don't need to say anything. You can try and get cute and do one of these teams with over 1.5. Both of these 2 teams to win to nil. I think one was at like plus 120 something. The other one's at plus 130. But I just didn't want to get cute. We know both of these clubs kick ass. They don't lose. So just drop them in a parlay at minus 104 over a points bet. All right, let's switch it over to some baseball action. Let's roll out some baseball bets for Friday's action. And of course, we'll have more baseball bets throughout the course of this weekend. That'll drop on Twitter. But the first ones we got for tonight is we're going Athletics Astros. Astros team total over 4.5 at minus 115 over DraftKings. Astros is kind of becoming like Manchester City. I don't know how you don't bet Manchester City, and I don't know how you don't bet the Astros right now. They've won 6 of their 7 games. They've gone over 4.5 runs in 6 of their 7 games, and we don't really need to explain much further because we were on the Astros money line last night, so we know about the Athletics' weak bullpen. I mean, just broke them down on yesterday's show. Just terrible bullpen. So just to touch a little bit here on the Athletics starter, he's already faced the Astros once this season, went 4.2 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 runs, 2 home runs, and 3 walks. And we know that he's going to face the same Astros team within roughly a week later, and that favors the hitters. So yeah, again, everything screams here. Astros getting 5+ runs. Until the Astros completely fall apart or give a reason not to bet them, they're a team that you've got to put your money behind in some way or fashion. And I think the best way in this game is to take their over on team total. So that's what I'll do, over 4.5 at minus 115 over at DraftKings. The next one we're going to do here is the Rockies and the Giants. We're also going to take the Rockies team total over 3.5, and that's minus 114 over at FanDuel. Look for Cueto on the bump here for the Giants. He's been hit hard by the Rockies last year. A 4.1 inning affair, 8 hits, 7 runs, 1 home run, 3 walks, and then a 5 inning pitch, 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 home runs, and 2 walks. He allowed in his season opener the Mariners to have a batting average of 286. Well, the Mariners ranked 21st in batting average, while the Rockies ranked 15th. The Rockies ranked 5th in slugging, and they have the 3rd most home runs in Major League Baseball. The Rockies should be able to hit Cueto again hard, who, at least in this back half of his career, is just, kind of just an average pitcher. So go ahead and give me that Rockies team total over 3.5 at minus 114 over at FanDuel. Next 2 baseball bets I've got for you here is just going to do 2 money line bets. First one I'm going to do is Reds Diamondbacks. Just go ahead and take the Reds on that money line. I mean, at minus 130 over DraftKings, just a really good team right now. Offensively speaking, if we want to compare the Reds to the Diamondbacks, Reds are first in average, Diamondbacks are 20th. Reds are second in on-base percentage, Diamondbacks are 24th. Reds check in first in slugging, Diamondbacks 21st. And then the Reds are 4th in strikeouts, and the Diamondbacks are 9th in strikeouts. If we want to flip it over to the bullpen advantages that the Reds will have, it's about even, but also they do have some advantages in the bullpen. ERA, they're 17th, Diamondbacks are 13th. FIP, they're 23rd, where the D-backs are 20th. But then on whip and opponent's batting average, this is where the Reds bullpen will have the advantages. They're 3rd in whip as opposed to 19th for the Diamondbacks, and they're 6th in opponent's batting average versus 13th there for the Diamondbacks. We look at the Diamondbacks also. They put Marte on the DL just the other day, so that's arguably their best player, whether it's him or Peralta. Either way, I mean, this is their best player. Now he's landing on the DL, so that'll obviously tip in the Reds' favor. And then for the pitching matchup, we've got Widener going for the Diamondbacks. He was used out of the bullpen last year. He had some success, but most guys coming out of the bullpen, it's easier for them to have success out of the bullpen just because you don't face, the lineup 2-3 times, what have you. It's quick in and out appearances. So he had some success last year coming out of the bullpen, and then he's only made 1 start so far this season, so it's just kind of hard to know what you're going to get from him. Meanwhile, for the Reds, Tyler Mahle, this guy's good, folks. I mean, yeah, bad 2018, bad 2019. This guy's improved. I've actually, when I did my kind of baseball preview as I was leading up to this season, as I was trying to find spots of maybe where I thought I could find value and where we could get some wins throughout the season, I stumbled across this excellent video. I'll drop it here in this video description. It's a YouTube video here of breaking down Mahle and how he's just kind of progressed over the years and how he's gotten to the point where he's a pretty good, decent pitcher right now. So I encourage you to check out that video. If you need any more encouragement of why the Reds are going to beat the Diamondbacks, go ahead and check out that video on Tyler Mahle of why he's going to have a nice, good performance here today. I like that Reds money line at minus 130 over at DraftKings. Then the other money line bet I'm going to do for tonight is Yankees and the Rays. I'm going to take that Yankees money line at minus 124 over at PointsBet. Look, you've got Kluber on the hill for the mound here versus Hill for the Rays. Kluber looks like he's working his way back in a nice performance there in his season opener. So it looks like, he's obviously healthy coming back from his injury. And it looks like if the Yankees get the player that Kluber can be, boy, they've got a real steal here on the offseason. And yeah, it was a decently good opening start for him. And then Rich Hill, he's just an up and down pitcher. He's an average guy. Nothing fancy from the lefty that you're going to get from Rich Hill at all. But Yankees have advantages on offense and then major advantages coming out of that bullpen. If we look at their advantages on offense, they're 10th in batting average, where the Rays are 23rd. On base percentage, they're 11th, where the Rays are 18th. Slugging, Yankees are 17th to the Rays 24th. And then strikeouts, it's even. They're 7 and 6 there in the standings in strikeouts. So Yankees with the better offense, I believe with the better starting pitching. And then bullpen, Yankees are way better in the bullpen. ERA, 2nd versus 30th. FIP, 1st versus 19th. WHIP, 1st versus 30th. And opponent's batting average, 1st versus 30th. So even if this becomes a bullpen game, boy, the Yankees are going to be rolling out their good arms coming in off an off day. And the numbers just suggest that they're absolutely dominant in that bullpen as opposed to the Rays. In 3 of those 4 categories that I gave you out of the bullpen, the Rays were dead last in bullpen stats. So yeah, give me that Yankees money line at minus 124 over at PointsBet. All right, let's go ahead now and roll into the NASCAR bets. Not going to do a whole lot of breaking down. I've already uploaded the video there for a chance to win $35,000 across 2 different plats. I've also given you guys a lot of NASCAR bets. You guys generally know what I look for. I look for guys that are better at the current track and better at the track type, whether that's an intermediate road course. In this case, it's a short track. So these guys are better at Martinsville, and then they also have better numbers at a short track overall. So with that being said, let's roll through them. I'm going to do Eric Almirola over Matt DiBenedetto at minus 103 over at DraftKings. I'm going to do Kurt Busch over Chris Bell at minus 143 over at DraftKings. And this one feels like Atlanta, right? When we took Kurt Busch, I don't remember who he was opposed to, who we had him, but we took it in Atlanta. He was kicking ass. He was a top 10 car all day. It was just unfortunate that, Denny Hamlin ran in the back of him on one of the restarts and crashed him. Otherwise, we easily would have won that bet based on Kurt Busch. He had an excellent car that day. So this is another one that's completely lopsided. Based on the numbers, it should be Busch all day long. There's a reason it's at minus 143. Busch is heavily favored. So let's hope nobody runs into the back of Kurt Busch on this one, and he can finish the race. And if he does, I think he'll finish above Christopher Bell. The next one I'll do here is Joey Logano over Denny Hamlin at minus 112 over at FanDuel. Look, this is big boy versus big boy, but I'm not scared of that. Several weeks back, we took Denny Hamlin over Chase Elliott because the numbers supported Hamlin was going to be better than Elliott. Hamlin came through for us and got us a cash there. The numbers once again suggest that Logano is better than Hamlin. So, yeah, big boy versus big boy, but I'm going to roll with my man Joey Logano at minus 112 over at FanDuel. The next one I'll roll with here is Alex Bowman over William Byron at minus 108 over at FanDuel. This one, when you look at the stats, had almost the bigger spreads in between of drivers here with Bowman over Byron when you look at the track in Martinsville there. So, yeah, I like Bowman over Byron this week at minus 108 over at FanDuel. And then the last one I'm going to do here is Ryan Blaney over Chase Elliott. And this one comes in at plus money, plus 102 over at FanDuel. Look, Blaney's been the better driver over the course of this season. It's really not even that close. I mean, Blaney's got wins. He's consistently running up in the top 10. Not that Chase Elliott necessarily isn't, but Blaney's just having the better season overall over Chase Elliott right now. Got the better numbers here at Martinsville. I know Chase Elliott won this fall race at Martinsville, but that was a playoff race where it kind of gets a little different there in the playoffs of how kind of guys are jockeying there. So, yeah, I like Blaney, though. You got to, at some point, you can't just go off all of numbers. You got to look at who's driving good right now, who's having a good season. And to me, Blaney's been better than Elliott over the course of this short season so far. So, yeah, give me Blaney over Elliott at plus money all day long, and I like that. You can get 4 of those 5 bets over at DraftKings. The one you can't get at DraftKings is Logano over Hamlin, but you can get the other 4. So if you want to consider doing a round robin, and I'm considering doing a round robin too. Let's see how these soccer bets go, baseball bets go, and then obviously we'll get probably more soccer and baseball bets in on Saturday. So we'll kind of see where we sit as we go into Sunday's action. But yeah, I may do 4 of these 5 in a round robin over at DraftKings as well. So just look for me on Twitter if I go ahead and pull the trigger there on a round robin on those 4 of those 5 drivers. All right, last thing I want to get to here is the Fox Bet Super 6 for $10,000. You got 2 of these questions are sports related. The first one, I'm going to roll with Team Penske. Again, I've already uploaded this week's NASCAR show. You guys know I'm all on Team Penske this week. Think they're going to have a fantastic weekend with Blaney, Keselowski, and Logano. So, yeah, this one to me was an easy. It was Team Penske all day long. And then for the next question there for the golf, who's going to have more birdies through the first 3 rounds? I'm going to go ahead and say it's a tie. Going into this, we did get the advantage of seeing what happened in round 1. Spieth got 3 birdies. Thomas got 2 birdies. Koepka got 3 birdies. DJ got 3 birdies. And Bryson got 1 birdie. He's the one that's the closest to getting cut, sitting there at plus 4 is Bryson. So, yeah, 3 guys had 3. A tie just seemed like a good, based on how I think all these golfers are generally good. They've got good form. Their numbers are already really close together. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and say a tie there for the birdies through the first 3 rounds for these golfers will be in a tie. All right, guys, that's how we're doing the Friday edition here of Winning Bets. Again, go ahead and hit that like button if you were part of that 2-0 sweep, or if you missed out on that sweep, but you're going to join me on any of these NASCAR, soccer, or baseball bets, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget, drop a comment in this video. You got in between now and early Monday morning to get a comment in. Say anything you want to get your name up in the hat so you can start winning some money this weekend or start next weekend. And then if you don't want to do any of that, just do one thing. Have a good weekend. Have yourself a good weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good one. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.